raised. Ultimately, your council, full city council will have the vote. What is provided to the council is really number one. The degree of offenses at the location, the violence, the lower level crimes, the nuisance activity to the neighborhood. The main component would be the second main component, the neighborhood itself, the community input is the cooperation by the ownership, the management style, and what overall plan would satisfy the city council as regarding this location still retain its liquor permit, should it be objected to. It's important to note that if there is an objection by the city of Cincinnati, that triggers a hearing for the state of Ohio. The state of Ohio regulates these matters. They determine whether or not a liquor permit remains or whether it would be revoked. So essentially, our input is critical. It's only the preliminary stage.
Vice Chair, and then Council Member.
Just a follow up on that. We've been through this before, Keith, and I think one of the things you said early on was the city's main goal is to gain compliance and to gain an agreement that will satisfy safety concerns in liquor establishments, because it's very hard, even with an objection from the city, even with a history of violations. It's very hard to take away a liquor license once it's been issued. Is that pretty accurate?
That is accurate.
And it takes years.
Just to add to that, the city of Cincinnati has a great reputation very seriously. It may take years. However, that legal process, the city has been very successful when it does reach the level of an objection through city council, the work you do, Mr. Chair, the work you do, the council itself. They're very prepared, and they're very thorough. So the year's process is an accurate statement.
Councilmember Wimber.
Again, I want to thank the chairman and the members of the committee today. I really appreciate all of my comments. I have two questions. One to you, dear police chief. Let me ask you this. Would you be? Let me say this. Unfortunately, this is going to happen again. I need to just ask you, would you be open to your organization and you choose the Blue Ribbon Committee to look long term and just look long term liquor license, bar owners and all that around, cameras, detectors, special lighting and all that. I remember in the early 90s, we were at the same place, and every time that was a shooting at a establishment. I watched council come up with these nickel and dime suggestions that went nowhere. They never established, which I asked for it back then. Have a long-term plan. We still don't have a long-term plan. And even if you do that, there are people that are determined to commit crime. At least what we can provide our borrowers, those who have liquor license, because we're in this together. We don't want to create a hostile situation with borrowers and liquor license. That's not what we want to do. We're in this together. We're going to have establishments. What are your plans? And would you be open to something like that? I'm not saying you have to do it, but in the 90s, back here again, it hasn't stopped. We've had several bars. I'm not for sure it's about borrowers per se. It's just about safety plan.
Yeah, absolutely. I also very much remember being a part of what that whole thing looked like before in the 90s and the early 2000s and what we did along, liquor objections. I think we've evolved already to a place where we work with bar owners. We don't have a fraction of the objections that we bring to this committee that we once did. Because I think that is always our desire is to work with that business to try to make the place safe, take anyone out of business. That's never our desire. Particularly in some of our more challenged communities. So yes, I'm absolutely willing to provide my staff to work on any effort to improve this wholeheartedly.
And I'm not really trying to create another committee. It could be an ad hoc committee. It could be an ad hoc committee. It could be pulled together because you are out there. You are out there. You know what the city manager is there. And I want to make certain that my statement in no way reflects on the current bar. Matter of fact, I was just at Barlow's establishment on Thursday, and over the Rhine, walking through their new facility, and I've always, when I went there, always felt safe, treated with kindness and courtesy. I've seen other council members there. A lot of city council members, they go there and they campaign, and I see a lot of candidates over the Rhine and at the old mix place, and I went by that's being renovated. So my comments and I'm very clear. In no way reflects negatively on the current owner. Because I think that very wonderful person. And at least they've always treated me with dignity and respect, and the place has always been safe. My final question is to our law department. To our law department. Thank you, Mr. Smitherman, for allowing me to do this. Mr. Smitherman kind of corrects me every now and then. May I speak? He says, of course you can do that. I know we wasn't able to do that a few years ago. I feel that I can even ask a question without feeling intimidated. And here's to you, Mr. Solicitor. We are a home rule city. Can we require those who hold liquor licenses or anyone else that's got these licenses? Can we require them to have certain mandates? Say like metal detectors. In Cincinnati, you're a bar owner. You got to have a metal detector. Can we do that? Can we do that? That's home rule.
That would require a home rule analysis that our department would have to develop a legal opinion on. The ultimate issue there is city law conflict with the state law, and that definition is a very fertile area. I'm not prepared to answer that now. Doing it in service. That would be something that have to be researched.
And finally, Mr. President, to the city manager, in your professional opinion, you are a very fine city manager. Is the state of Cincinnati Are we prepared? Do we have safety plans to keep all of our citizens safe? I know it's a broad question. I mean, in light of something like this that just happened, going through your mind, I heard Governor talking about it. Any place safe now? Is Cincinnati safe? In your opinion, maybe that's the question.
Gentlemen told you who had done it.
you put
name of the hotel where you rented the room?
I don't remember the name. I remember what Zach Hotel was.
You remember where it was located?
Yeah, it was off 45th. Yeah, it was off 45th. Over there.
45th Street?
Yeah.
45th Street?
Yeah.
And
Hey guys, welcome. Thanks for watching. I'm Molly Nevola here. You're watching Fox 5 Live. Happy Monday to you. Happy Monday to you. It's Monday, March 27th. Today is actually the anniversary of the coming to Washington, D.C. You gotta check out these pictures that we got this morning. From the tidal basin, there it is. There it is in the fog. This is actually a scrolling video, so you don't see a lot of movement, but there is, and there's a lot of fog. Today it should be clearing up. Supposedly, according to our weatherman this afternoon. But if you need some inspiration, this is a nice little Monday motivation. Our cherry blossoms in Washington. But once again, I just want to welcome you to the show. Thanks for watching. Couple live events going on right now in the nation. We have a Cincinnati press conference that we were having. I'm not sure where that feed is now, but we'll bring that to you live if we have it. On the nightclub shooting from last night. Also going on, there's a four-alarm fire in Oakland. Check out these live pictures. We don't have sound on this. You'll hear just that static if I put the sound up. But this is live pictures of Oakland, California. There it is right there. That broke earlier this morning. They're still working that. So we still have camera aerials over there in California. And also, I want to bring your attention to this really cool. We have a couple cool things. From yesterday, there was this really cool contest in New Orleans. I'm going to bring this to you right here. It was a Stella contest. Just check this out. You're gonna understand. Pretty cool, right? So this is in New Orleans. I guess it happens annually. And 30th annual festival where the contest recreates the streetcar named Desire. And participants try to do their best. Iconic line, Stella from the movie, of course. People getting into it. That was New Orleans yesterday. I think this guy ultimately won the contest. But I'll bring you back, guys. We are live here in Washington, D.C. Join us if you're joining. I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch. You want your feedback. You want your feedback. You want to see what you are liking. Also, right now going on the Aaron Hernandez double murder trial ongoing. That is ongoing. I'm going to bring you a little bit of that live. So you can check it out right here. And we're dealing with a little bit of a crash here on our system, so bringing you back to those live pictures in Oakland of this 4-alarm fire. Let's get a little more action here. From fire trucks, lots of smoke going on. That's Oakland, California. 4-alarm fire. This morning, and that's live pictures of it right now. And just a reminder, guys, you're watching Fox 5 Live here in Washington, D.C. We're going to bring you breaking events as they happen, as soon as we get them in, so that you can see what's happening all around the nation, all around the world. And for now, you're looking at this 4-alarm fire from earlier this morning. It's still going on. You can see those live pictures. I'm going to try to bring you next the Aaron Hernandez trial, which is ongoing in Boston. We're getting that in live from our sister station there, Fox 25. Let's jump over to that.
I think he did.
And was Mr. Pierre among the group that went down to Miami?
Could be. Not sure.
Is there something that? Was your nephew Black? Your nephew Roberts was he down in Miami when you went?
He came one night. With us particularly. My nephew is no longer with us.
I'm sorry. I did not know that. At some point while you were in the Miami area, a number of people end up going to Tootsie's Cabaret.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just so we sort of set ourselves with the date. You have a February birthday.
Yes.
Okay. And what's your birthday?
February 14th. February 14th.
Now. At some point, in celebration of your birthday, your significant other come to see you in Florida. And when she came to see you in Florida, was that for your birthday? Do you remember when that was when she came to Florida to see you?
Sometime before my birthday.
Is it fair to say that it was in that time frame between the 8th and your birthday?
Yes.
Once she came down to see you, did you then stop hanging out with the other guys?
Yeah, I went with her. I picked her up and went with her. Yeah.
Okay. And up until the time you started hanging out with her, you mentioned that there was a trip to Tootsie's Cabaret. Is that correct? And while during the time that you were sometime between the 8th when your girlfriend came to was that the only trip that you remember taking to Tootsie's?
Yeah. I'm not sure actually. Those days all stack up. I mean, seriously, every day we just was kind of stacking up.
And as far as your girlfriend's arrival to see you, was that before your actual birthday?
Yeah, I would say it before my birthday.
With respect to your trip to Tootsie's Cabaret, do you remember seeing Mr. Hernandez the night that you went to Tootsie's?
Yeah, it was a group of us went. About 4 or 5 cars. He had guys with him. I had guys with me. So I mean, we just went in there. Strip club.
4 or 5 cars. How many people would you say in the group that went to Tootsie's?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Would you say it was more than 10? Would you say it was more than 10?
Could be.
All right.
Yeah,
Could
somewhere
be.
in there.
All right.
Yeah,
Do you
somewhere in
remember
there.
whether you drove to Tootsie's? I guess what I'm getting at is, do you remember driving the Porsche that you rented?
I was in it. I mean, I'm in the Porsche.
You were in the car.
I don't remember
You were in the
who
car.
drove. I don't remember who drove in the car. I don't even remember who was in the car with me.
Do you remember the car? Do you remember the car making the
Yeah, I
trip?
remember going to Tootsie's. Yeah, I remember going to Tootsie's though.
Okay.
Mr. Lee, why don't we take our morning recess and we'll resume Thursday meetings.
Once again, guys, hey, how you doing? It's Molly. You guys are looking at live pictures from a new source of that multiple alarm fire. These are from our sister station, KTVU, over in Oakland, California. I apologize for some of the technical difficulties we're dealing with in the studio. We're trying to get you good pictures, good live stuff, sound, everything just right, and we just ran into a few difficulties. But we do have these live pictures. So you can check this out. I'll start to bring you some other stuff as we get it in. And guys, if you're just checking in with us, you're looking at multiple alarm fire in Oakland, California. In just a second here, we're going to jump inside the White House. There's the White House there, live. There's the White House there, live. Foggy Washington, D.C. We're going to jump inside to an earlier meeting. President Trump at a roundtable with some women small business from earlier in today. We'll check that out. We'll check that out. Audio on that for you. When it comes into that shortly.
Such incredible women, including my daughter, Dina, at home, and unbelievable entrepreneurs and small business leaders to the White House. And also, Linda, thank you very much. You've been doing an amazing job. I hear working 24 hours a day is what the word is. That's good. I'm not surprised.
I'm trying to keep up with you.
I'm not surprised. And I want to thank Linda for joining us today. She's doing a fantastic job leading the Small Business Administration, and she herself, as you know, is a great, great success story and a woman entrepreneur at the highest level. So thank you very much, Linda. Empowering and promoting women in business is an absolute priority in the Trump administration because I know how crucial women are as job creators, role models, and leaders all throughout our communities. As we conclude Women's History Month, I am thrilled that we can meet to discuss how we can continue this important mission. You all have incredible stories. Many of you started businesses from scratch with very, very limited resources. Sounds like I'm right about you, Lisa, right? But you had the grit and the determination to make your dreams become a reality, right?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Now you're providing hundreds of jobs across our country and thousands of jobs, and you're really an inspiration to everybody, and that's men and women, believe me. A lot of men out there, they're not doing what you're able to do. Today, women are the primary source of income in 40% of American households with children under the age of 15. We also know that companies that promote women to senior leadership roles realize significantly better profits, according to statistics, than their competitors. I wouldn't have known that. Dina, how does that work? Tell me. That's pretty impressive. We must ensure that our economy is a place where women can work and thrive. We will continue to address the barriers faced by women professionals and entrepreneurs, including access to capital, access to markets, and access to networks. We will make it very easy. It's going to be a lot easier. You're doing an amazing job, and for a while it was a very, very tough, almost impossible job. My administration will also continue to advocate for policies that support working families, including making child care more affordable and accessible. That's something that Ivanka Trump and now Ivanka Trump-Kushner that you really have been working on and feel so strongly about. My daughter, I actually talked about it a lot during the campaign, and Ivanka was right up front. I also want to recognize Ivanka for helping to lead a national initiative to promote women business leaders and entrepreneurs, and the Chancellor of Germany is going to, has asked Ivanka to go to Germany, and she'll be working on similar issues with Chancellor Merkel, so that'll be very exciting for you. That's going to happen very soon. It's a very great honor. I look forward to hearing your stories and discussing how we can work together to help all of your dreams come true and make it easier for those dreams to come true. And With that, I'm going to turn it over to our great Vice President, Mike Pence, and thank you, Mike, for being here.
Thank you, Mr. President. And I want to thank all these business leaders for in taking time for a conversation with a president who I think is going to be the best friend that small business in America will ever have. And I believe President Donald Trump will be the best friend that women in business in this country will ever have. It is remarkable to think here at the close of Women's History Month of the impact that women-owned businesses have on our economy, Mr. President. More than 9.4 million firms employing 8 million Americans, annual revenues of $1.5 trillion. Women business owners and women-owned enterprises are an enormous force in the American economy, and I know this president is committed to continuing to promote the kind of policies that will make it possible for your firms to grow and for more women-led businesses to be born and to thrive all across America. The president's advancing an agenda of less regulation, less taxes, investments in infrastructure, fair trade, and addressing healthcare costs to make healthcare affordable, not only for small business owners, for employees across the country. Mr. President, I'm particularly pleased to be able to welcome a fellow Hoosier to this conversation. Shirley Ann Perry, the owner of Hydrotech, is with us today, and she herself has a remarkable success story. But with that said, it's a privilege for me to be alongside the President today to listen in and to learn how we might better partner with each one of you and with women-owned businesses across the country to grow and thrive in this economy. And one of the great women business leaders in the country is helping the administration accomplish that. And so let me turn it over to Ivanka Trump.
Thank you, Vice President. And thank you all so much for being here. It's the perfect culmination of Women's History Month to have all of you around the table sharing with us both your successes and also the unique challenges that you face as women entrepreneurs and small business owners. I feel very blessed to have met so many of you over the course of the past several months. Lisa in Baltimore, right here in DC, Claudia, and hear your personal stories and your journeys of how you became job creators, and you truly exemplify women's economic empowerment. So we're grateful to have you join us today. And maybe we'll launch right in. Claudia, if you want to start us off and tell us a little bit about your personal experience.
My personal experience, thank you very much for taking the time to listen to us. It means a lot as small business owners. Corby is a company with 930 employees. I started it from zero after I lost my job. We provide multilingual business communications around the world to empower global corporations to do business abroad.
Great, and you've done a great job.
Thank you, sir.
Good. Thank you very much. Lisa?
Lisa Nichols. I'm the CEO, co-founder of Technology Partners. We're an information technology staffing and solutions company working across the nation. We will celebrate our 23rd birthday, May the 4th. And just feel very, very blessed to be a part of this roundtable. Thank you so much. I'm very humbled.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I hear that Lisa Phillips has an amazing story to tell, right? Can you tell it in front of all these cameras? I hear that you have one of the really amazing stories to tell, so.
Wow.
You want me to ask the press to leave? I will. Go ahead.
I just hope I don't cry. So thank you, Ivanka, Dina, Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, thank you for this platform. I'm Lisa Phillips. I'm the owner of Celebrate Us, gift baskets and parties. I celebrate families. I provide working families with very elaborate events that they otherwise wouldn't be able to afford. And my own personal story, I manage and help train homeless youth because I was once homeless myself. And really was almost to the point of hopelessness. And so, but what a great country we live in. This is a country of chances. And I've been given chances, and so I employ people that need a chance. And so in May, I'll be receiving my MBA, and you're all invited to my graduation. But one of the things that is required for this country is hard work. And if you are willing to work hard, you'll get that chance. And so I'm a product of hard work And so that's what this country was built on. And thank you, Mr. President. Thank you for giving us a seat at the table, because what we do is we're going to take this back to people that couldn't be here and give them the information and empower them. There's a dress owner at the store next to me, and I'm wearing one of his outfits. And so I'm going to take pictures, and he's going to send these pictures back to India, you know, to his family. And so that's how we help one another as business owners. We give someone else a platform. So thank you again.
Thank you. Great job. You've done a fantastic job. Thank you, Lisa.
One of the things that I was so amazed in your story and everyone around this table is not only the incredible job that you've done in building your businesses, but also the impact you're having within your communities in terms of the work you're doing to empower other men and women and children. So it's really remarkable.
Thank you so much. Because the worst thing you can feel is hopeless. And so the youth that I train, the homeless women dealing with breast cancer, I'll do a workshop and empower them that, hey, that no matter where you are, that you can be elevated. Just look around you. You're going to find someone that's willing to cheer you on. And so we just graduated a group of youth from our homeless unit in Baltimore, our homeless program, and now they're working at one of the local hospitals. And one of the hospital officials actually called me and said, can you send us some more? And so, but kudos to those young people that they really want to be able to elevate.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you very much. Amy?
That's a great story. My name is Amy Pope Wells. I'm the owner of Link Staffing, but I also own another company called Tire Diva. It's not too many females in the tire business, so that's a really tough place.
Great name.
Thank you, Mr. President. You know, coming here today, I was thinking about what I would say, and my businesses, you know, are my passion, but we would never have a place at this table if it wasn't for you. Opening up your new administration is doing so much, and I need you to know that we're taking that to our communities. One of the things that happened for me as part of my story is I was a nurse by graduation, and I spent years, and that was the status quo in the community that I lived in, but something inside of me wanted to do more. And I'll never forget, my first job was an executive job, flying across the United States, going hospital to hospital, looking at the challenges and the problems. And I did that for 15 years and just felt like I was banging my head up against a wall, but I knew there was so much more opportunity. So I went and started my own company. I said, you know what, I'll just be a boutique firm. But you can't keep that inside. So I started my business and grew it. Started partnering with companies like Walmart and Starbucks and just working myself to the bone to service them. And everybody's like, why are you doing that? And it's like, because it's the right thing to do. I'm giving hundreds of people jobs. And that led those relationships over to starting Tire Diva. But what I did was I took that and I started a Women's Empowerment Foundation 3 years ago. And I bring 75 to 100, give or take, women that come, and I want them to have that inspiration. And sometimes it's difficult, but being here at this table gives me the inspiration to keep going, because I want to share that and make people feel empowered. You always have to work hard, so there's no quick, easy way to do it. But if you can provide a guide, that's where it's at, you know?
Good job.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Great enthusiasm, too. Thank you. Yes, Lily?
Yes, first of all, thank you so much, Ivanka, because you've been the facilitator for us to be here, and Dina as well. And I know the U.S. Hispanic Chamber of Commerce has been instrumental in getting 4 of us Latinas around the table. So I'm proud to be one of them and bring forward the issues and challenges that we face. I'm an immigrant from Colombia, and I came to this country with a suitcase and a student visa and a pocket translator without speaking a word of English at the age of 17. And then fast forward, and after a successful corporate career, I was at Johnson & Johnson for 10 years. Passion drove me to quit my corporate job, which was very comfortable. But what drove me was the shifting demographics of this country. If we are quickly becoming a majority-minority nation, we have the advantage, economic advantage of diversity. So what I do for a living with CN and Culture Intel, our big data analytics company, is helping the corporate leaders in Fortune 500 companies understand how to turn shifting demographics into money, into ROI, into growth. And that's why I'm here. I'm so delighted to share more about my journey as an immigrant. we are there working hard, and the American dream is real. So thank you for the opportunity to share with you, with Mr. Vice President as well as the administrator. I can't wait to find solutions for us to work together positively forward.
Thank you, Linda, very much. Thank you. Yes.
Hi, I'm Shirley Perry. I'm from Anderson, Indiana. I own a very small environmental firm. We do environmental cleanups, environmental consulting. I have 7 employees, so I'm little. We started it 30 years ago, and I became sole owner in 2013. I'm a WBE, and we clean up the environment. We clean up around gas stations and dry cleaners, and we do testing of asbestos and mold. And it's a good business to have, and it's a wonderful thing to be here. I'm excited.
You've done a great job. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Linda, would you like to say something?
Well, I'm just delighted to be here this morning. And I know what it's like for women who are often working in a male environment. Goodness knows I can recognize that. But it's just great to hear all of the stories from all of you, and I'm really excited to be at SBA because we do have our women's business centers. We do have those centers to help guide, to help give advice, to help you do business plans, and we have them all over the country. So we welcome you to come in, or for people you would like to send, to our centers. We'd like to be helpful in any way we can, helping to provide more access to capital. And I think we were talking about, Amy, but sometimes you just need a little wind beneath your wings.
Yes.
And so we're going to help provide hard information, but also a little wind beneath your wings. So thank you, Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, Ivanka, and Dina, for setting this up. I'm really pleased to be here.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Ivanka. That feels like a second date, right?
I feel very fortunate.
We got together a little more than 10 days ago through the United States Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, and I'm proud to represent immigrants and Hispanics today. I'm also an immigrant, moved from Peru 10 years ago to work in international development for a multilateral organization here. And I also quit my job and used my savings to start La Cocina VA, which is the kitchen. It's an organization that provides vocational and technical education and jobs to unemployed and underemployed immigrant women, in partnership with local governments, with higher education institutions, with private sector, and help these population to start businesses. So when Lisa mentioned how important it is to make our dreams come true, I have a unique position. I help others make their dreams come true with vocational education, empowering women to believe in the possibility of success and open businesses. So the model that we are ready to replicate now in other cities and in other communities integrates governments, integrates private sector, and all the power and resources that represents in order to really make impactful results in our communities, and we're low-income communities. Thank you, President.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Hi.
My name's Susie Scanlon-Rabinowitz. I am co-founder and managing director of an alternative legal model. We have a national network of more than 20,000 well-credentialed attorneys who are immediately available to support any legal department on a full-time or part-time engagement basis. And how we're making a difference is the legal industry has historically really been challenged in working with women on a more flexible basis and also with diversity and inclusion issues. And so my businesses are helping to allow women who are returning to the profession after leaving to raise a family or take care of an aging parent come back and work on a more flexible basis. And also what we're doing is we provide lawyers on an engagement basis to help Fortune 500 companies. And we're able to address some of the unconscious biases that exist by promoting women and minorities in roles that typically wouldn't go to women and minorities. And when our clients see how terrific our lawyers are, we give them permission to hire them directly. And it's really making an impact on promoting women and minorities at the highest level.
Great.
Thank you.
Where are you based?
So we're a virtual platform, but based in New York and Connecticut.
That's fantastic. Great job. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Susan.
Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, Dina, Ivanka, Administrator McMahon, it is an honor and a pleasure to be here as part of this process. I'm Diane Gibbons. I lead Trumbull and Mand. We're Houston-based, a Forbes Top 25 veteran-founded company, and we provide critical data to the energy sector, and we fly drones in challenging and austere environments. We primarily support oil and gas and environmental efforts, and we're all engineers, UAV operators, and pilots. You know how you learn if someone's a pilot? They'll tell you. So they'll tell you that. A personal passion is promoting STEM for the next generation. And we've partnered with BP for drone camps at Rice University. We partnered with Intel for a global STEM initiative. We hope to reach thousands, tens of thousands with that. We've also partnered with Microsoft for an online drone academy that we hope to reach millions of people. So my goal today is to help change this meeting and create a movement. And thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Fantastic job. Thank you. Okay, folks, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, Jessica. Almost most importantly. Come on.
Good morning,
Hello,
Mr. President. Well, sir. Good morning, Mr. Vice President, Ivanka.
Stay for
Tina.
Jessica.
Administrator McMahon, my name is Jessica Johnson Cope. I'm the President and CEO of Johnson Security Bureau. This week, Johnson Security will celebrate its 55th anniversary. We are a third-generation, family-owned and operated security services firm based in the South Bronx in New York City.
Good.
And we provide security guard services as well as armored car services to protect people, places, and valuable property across the New York metropolitan area. And I really relate to your story. I relate to your working closely with Ivanka and working side by side because I took over my family's business once my father was diagnosed with terminal cancer. And we worked in the trenches until he passed away. And so I really respect what you two do together and hope to be able to continue our family legacy and to help other family-owned businesses as a result of our conversation today.
Great job.
Thank you
Great
so
job,
much.
Jessica. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, thanks for watching Fox 5 Live. We're going to take you out of that President Trump roundtable from earlier with the women in small business. You heard around the table of various women introducing themselves. Also saw Ivanka Trump in there. But we do have a slightly breaking situation in Kansas City, Missouri that I'm going to jump it over to now right away. Some aerial pictures of a high school that is under lockdown. I'm going to get some more information for you now. We're efforting that now. But for now, this is Kansas City, Missouri, a high school under lockdown.
Yeah, Cynthia, what we've been mostly monitoring here lately is the setup for what sounds like an evacuation of the students, a very orderly evacuation. The police have actually changed the position of the buses. You can see right there, they're doubled up on the east side of the school, and police have been setting up about 10 or 15 kids per group. We have noticed they've come out with their hands up, and then they are escorted to one of the buses, and then as they fill the bus does leave, and like Lindsay mentioned, going up to Staley High School. As you can see, there's no tactical position here with these officers. Everybody has been very orderly. The students have been coming out. There hasn't been any running or any hysteria, anything like that. So whatever the situation is in the school, from what we can tell outside, as they get prepared to continue this evacuation, you can see the students coming out right now, perhaps in abundance of caution. The police do have them with their hands up as they make their way to the buses, and then very calmly getting onto the buses, the students, and then the buses going off, like I said, to Staley High School. So a little bit of an ominous sign as we see students doing that. It's a very unusual picture right there to see that, but as far as we can tell, police seem to have the situation very well in hand. Cynthia.
All right, guys, just so you know, you're looking at these live pictures, aerials, and what you just heard there was one of our Fox reporters at our sister station there doing his live shot. So we're bringing you this live, raw video of what's happening there. So there may be some interruptions. You might hear some voices, but he was just sending it back to his studio. So giving us a nice little update sort of on what's happening here. This is all we have right now, what you just heard. I just changed the lower third there. We believe it's Oak Park High School where students were being evacuated. More details as we have them and as we hear from this reporter as well.
Have you been listening to Fine? I got to back up a little bit. You got my audio there?
So just to update you guys, you are watching Fox 5 Live. I'm Molly here. You're looking at live pictures. It looks like this footage is kind of going over and over. Trying to bring you some more information about this possible threat, but I'm reading that this school is on lockdown due to an anonymous threat that's being checked out by authorities, and all the students are being shuttled to another neighboring high school. It looks like law enforcement is on site, keeping everyone safe. Not a lot of details at this time, but we'll try to keep you updated as well. So once again, breaking news out of Kansas City, Missouri. And we'll bring you more as we have that, as anything else breaks. All right, guys, we're going to switch gears a little bit. If anything else comes out of this situation, we'll definitely have it for you. We're going to continue to monitor it, but we are reading that police units have responded, an anonymous threat was made, no weapons have been found inside, and everyone inside is safe. So it seems that they're getting these students to another nearby location, another high school that's going to be housing them for the day. We will keep monitoring this and bring you back to it. I want to bring you over to another story now. I don't know if you guys saw this, but check this out. Yesterday, this is footage from a marathon, a half marathon in Philadelphia. And you can see here runners are carrying this fatigued woman to cross the finish line. It kind of had a lot of response, big talker on social media. You can see that footage there. They'll close up on her in a second. This was the Philadelphia Love Run half marathon. This woman becomes disoriented and these men carry her to the finish line. Kind of a nice little feel-good video. That was the Philadelphia Love Run Marathon. It starts at the Philadelphia Art Museum, goes through Center City, the 4th annual one of that. I thought that was a nice little video. People were sharing it today on social media. Over to a quick shot of the Capitol. Here's the Capitol live. This is our shot coming from Fox of the Capitol in the fog today. Foggy DC weather. Once again, we are continuing to monitor this situation in Kansas City where we have a high school on lockdown. Take another look at this.
Okay, 18 after for chopper 5.
Guys, thanks for watching Fox 5. I'm Molly. You continue to watch these aerials of Oak Park High School in Kansas City, Missouri. The most information that we have for you, I'm going to try to get it out there for you. Fox 4 there in Kansas City is giving us some information. Just the update is that more than 10 buses were there at the high school to transport, as you're seeing, students to a neighboring high school, Staley High School, as a precaution. The Kansas City Bomb and Arson Unit has been called to kind of investigate whatever this anonymous threat was. They're saying that it was an anonymous threat earlier this morning. These are updates from just about 10 minutes ago. So the Clay County Sheriff's Office is leading this investigation. Students are obviously seen walking with their hands above their heads. And these are live aerials, live pictures from Kansas City, Missouri. Trying to see if there's any more information for you guys here. Just a statement from the principal at Oak Park High School that they're currently on lockdown, investigating an anonymous threat. Law enforcement is on site. We know it's stressful. We appreciate your cooperation and patience. Student safety is the priority. Expect a follow-up soon. So they are speaking to people, continue to tweet out that they are in lockdown and all students are safe. A message was sent out to all families that this was the case. So that is the information we have right now.
Okay, 42.
Hoping to get a reporter update for you guys here on this breaking situation in Kansas City. You can see students are being bussed out to a neighboring high school, and I'm trying to relay to you all the information that I have about this. We're going to provide updates as we have them, but our sister station Fox 4 in Kansas City is giving us some more details currently. But it looks like we're hearing that all students are safe, and the principal is actively getting information out there. We may have a live shot or something coming up. I'm not sure if we'll get some more information from the reporter there, but cameras are obviously there getting those aerials for us. right, guys, how you doing? It's Molly here in Washington. I'm bringing you these live pictures of Kansas City, Missouri. I'm reading now from our sister station in Kansas City that Fox 4, they told us that initially they have heard that a male student claiming to have been bullied was inside the school with a gun and had threatened to shoot up that school, but police then said that was not a credible threat. So possibly that didn't happen, but that is what Fox 4 is reporting. Moments later, they're saying that they heard another student allegedly make some type of bomb threat. So sheriff deputies came over and have now surrounded them. You can see here actually pictures. And there they are, sniffing out some of the cars in the parking lot. A few officers doing that, the dogs there. And they've blocked off all the immediate entrances. So now you're seeing sort of a wider shot of the high school. There they are, the students being evacuated, single file line onto these buses. So that is what we have from you, and that is bringing in all information from the tweets from Oak Park High School itself and from Fox 4 in Kansas City. And that is what I have for you for now. So once again, these are those pictures. We'll keep this here live and continue to update you as we find out more.
It's here. A guide for the trailblazers. For those that wander, but are not lost. Those who know home is where the heart is. For everyone seeking style that speaks to who they are, it's here. Each page like a personal shopper, because style is personal. Usher in a new season of style with Nebraska Furniture Mart's Spring Lookbook. Find it in-store and online.
Reporting just outside of Oak Park High School. Apparently earlier this morning there was a threat at the school. Apparently bomb threat here from another
All right, guys. So that chopper looks like it seems to be moving away from the scene right now. When we get more information on that, we will try to bring that to you to see what happens and follow up with you to make sure everything kind of stays stable and stays the same. For now, check out live pictures of the White House. We're in Washington, D.C. Here is the White House today. Cloudy day in D.C. Not too much wind. You don't see that flag moving too much. We're going to be bringing you live events as they happen, as we get alerts to things across the nation and across the world. So stay tuned with us right here. All right, guys, we're going to jump it over to a report from earlier from one of our reporters at Fox 4 in Kansas City, just to give you a little 1-minute kind of summary about what she was seeing there.
Reporting just outside of Oak Park High School. Apparently, earlier this morning, there was a threat at the school. Apparently, a student who said he was bullied was threatening to shoot people up at the school. But what we told, he was in custody, and now a source has told us that it has changed, that they're sending out the bomb and arson from Kansas City because there possibly is a bomb threat here from another student. We're trying to find out more information for you, but I have a woman here whose daughter teaches at the school. How are you feeling right now?
I'm a little nervous, but I know that God is in control, and He's got this. Sending prayers for the students and the teachers, and just covering them in prayer.
Sometimes you sub for your daughter.
I do. I sub in her classroom a lot.
What does she teach?
She teaches failing consumer sciences.
Okay. All right, so at this point, we haven't heard anything more?
No.
Right.
I have no way of texting my daughter or hearing from her, so praying for peace, and I know that wonderful staff and teachers have it under control with our wonderful police, but also God, the Creator, is in control of everything.
Thank you very much. Okay, so once again, the police still have the area blocked off, the entrances, as you can see, and apparently bomb and arson from Kansas City is on the way. Kathy Quinn, Fox 4 News, working for you.
All right, guys, and that was just a little update from earlier from one of our reporters, or Fox 4's reporter. There, they had multiple crews on the scene this morning, but as you know, our aerials have left us, so we don't have those right now. But if we get them back and we find out more, we'll definitely bring that to you. Switching gears, take a look at the Capitol today. This is Washington, D.C. We are bringing you live events and breaking news all over as we have it here in Washington. Meanwhile, guys, something a little more lighthearted. Our Kevin McCarthy here at Fox 5 DC. You know him. He's the movie guy, entertainment guy. Love his stuff. Love his interviews. He gets so many of the greatest things. He did this really cool sit down with the Michael Caine, the amazing Michael Caine, and Morgan Freeman, and found out a little bit something interesting about how Michael Caine's name came to be and how it was influenced and inspired by Humphrey Bogart. Check this out. I love this video.
And I actually didn't know that Michael Caine wasn't your actual name. I was reading a story about a phone booth. Is that actually true? How you came up with it?
I'll make this very fast. I was a very young actor. My real name's Maurice Micklewhite, and I had to have a stage name because it was sort of difficult. So I called myself Michael White when I was in repertory in the country. I came to London and I got a London agent, and I was going to do television. And I used to go in Leicester Square, which is like Times Square in London, in New York. And I used to go to this specific phone booth every evening and phone my agent to see if I'd got a job, you know, because I was broke and everything. And there was all the cinemas around. And then one day she said to me, "You've got a job, but you've got to join Equity, which is the actors' trade union." And she said, "You can call yourself Michael, but you can't call yourself White because there is a Michael White." And so she said, "I want a name now because I want it really." And there was Humphrey Bogart in the Caine Mutiny on at the Odeon. And I said, "Caine, Michael Caine." I said, she said, "How do you spell it?" I said, "C-A-I-N-E." And she said, "Okay." And it always occurred to me because I'm glad I was at the Odeon because If I'd have gone to the Leicester Square Theatre, I'd have been Michael 101 Dalmatians.
Now that would have been awesome.
What's on your passport? What name is on your passport?
Michael Caine.
Is it
Oh no, I had to change it.
You had changed it legally? Too?
I had to change it legally because all the terrorists thing at the airport, I kept getting arrested. Because I had one name on the ticket and one name on the passport, and people coming up with guns going, "Get over the corner."
I want to come with that, sir.
And that's all we got for that right now. But Kevin McCarthy always with some really interesting interviews. Try to bring those in, try to sprinkle them in a little entertainment because I love film and the arts as well. So we bring you a mishmash of different topics. Trying to get you some more live stuff, like Aaron Hernandez's trial is still going on in Boston, and that's some pretty interesting stuff. Today, Deontay Thompson from the Chicago Bears was on the stand. I'm not sure if he'll be coming back. If we get that, we'll grab that too live. Thompson played football, college ball with Aaron Hernandez, formerly of the New England Patriots. So if we get that back from our sister station in Boston, we'll bring that to you. For now, yeah, take a look just at the White House. We'll be right back with some more live and breaking news. All right, guys. It looks like we are experiencing a little bit of technical difficulty with some of our internet and such, but I just want to thank you guys for watching. I'm Molly Nevola here. You can see at the bottom of the screen. Don't forget to follow us and check us out. We're streaming live on YouTube now, midday during the week, and we want to hear your comments and live chat with y'all. I want to hear sort of what you're interested in and what you like to see and what you don't like, and have a little conversation. So please feel free to do that. We are, like I said, right now on YouTube, and this is our hashtag and our handle. So you can check us out right there. But once again, I'm Molly, and that, I think, is going to do it for today. Just to round it out, I want to bring you just that live picture from this morning from the cherry blossoms, the gorgeous view that we had, a live camera there. And here's just like a still shot of what it looked like this morning. Here, take a look at this. There it is from this morning, the foggy tidal basin. And cherry blossoms obviously in their peak this week and in as full bloom as they can be. So I know I was going to try to get down there for sunrise this morning, maybe go for a run. That didn't quite happen. It's still pretty chilly, but I'm going to try to get down there for some sunset or sunrise this week. It's supposed to be sunnier on Wednesday. We didn't have a lot of guests in the studio today, but we will bring you some more stuff live this week. So that is just going to about do it. Gonna leave you with this picture. Have a great Monday, and we'll hope to hear you all and chat with you on our live chat on YouTube this week as you watch Fox 5 Live. Thanks, guys, for watching.